Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLune 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Meta Reality Labs revenue just hit a 5% boost in Q2, and it's all thanks to one man, Ray-Ban Meta glasses. That's right, folks, these sleek smart glasses are flying off shelves like hotcakes. But what about Quest headsets? Unfortunately, those sales are down again, and that has everyone in the VR Mister industry scratching their heads. Now, let's dive into some numbers. In Q2 2025, Meta's Metaverse and Wearables division raked in $370 million in revenue, a 5% increase from last year. But what really drove this growth was the Ray-Ban Meta glasses. That's right, these smart glasses are on fire. And to put it into perspective, Essilor-Luxottica, the French-Italian eyewear giant that owns the Ray-Ban brand, revealed that sales of the smart glasses so far this year have more than tripled compared to the same time last year. But what about Quest headsets? Unfortunately, those sales are down again. Meta CFO Susan Li told investors that the 5% year-over-year increase was driven by increased sales of Ray-Ban Meta glasses and partially offset by lower Quest headset sales. So, it seems like Quest 3S had a very strong launch quarter over the holidays, but this success just hasn't carried through to this year. Now some might be thinking, wait a minute, what's going on with Quest headsets? Well, folks, it's not that Meta is losing market share. It's more like Quest 3S was a very popular Christmas gift, but people aren't buying them for themselves anymore. And that's why Meta recently fundamentally reevaluated its headset hardware roadmap. Meta is now focusing on an ultralight headset with a tethered compute puck, running the same Horizon OS. They're also letting other hardware companies use Horizon OS in third-party headsets, starting with Asus and Lenovo. So, it seems like Meta is shifting its focus to making VR Mister more accessible and affordable. But don't get too excited just yet. The reality is that Meta Reality Labs' revenue comes at a huge cost. In Q2 alone, they spent $4.9 billion on the division, resulting in a loss of $4.53 billion. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is this a loss or an investment? And my answer is, it's definitely both. XR headsets like Quest are still a relatively early technology, far from maturity. As of 2022, more than 50% of Reality Labs' spending was on the research and development of AR glasses, a future product line that hasn't even launched yet. So, yeah, Meta is making big bets on the metaverse. And speaking of bets, Meta and Essilor-Luxottica are reportedly planning to launch Oakley Metasfera glasses later this year. These smart glasses will feature a centered camera better suited for first-person video capture. And if that's not enough, we're also hearing rumors about a high-end smart glasses product from Meta called Meta Celeste. Now, Celeste is expected to be a flagship product with a reported price north of $1,000. So, it'll be interesting to see how the market reacts to this new offering. Will current technology be sufficient to attract demand for high-end smart glasses? Only time will tell. That's all for today, folks. We'll keep an eye on Meta's financial results next quarter and see if there's any sign of a reversal in Quest sales decline. But for now, it seems like the metaverse is still very much on track, even if some VR Mister headsets are struggling to find their footing.